You keep staring like that, people are gonna start thinking you're admiring the bar. Not that I can blame you, really. There is quite a bit to admire here. Oh, and just in case you're wondering, no. No one else can see him but you and me. The kaiju that you've been staring at since you walked in here? You're not exactly good at being subtle, are you? I get it, though. You're not all that used to this kind of stuff yet, which is fine, really. No one's expecting you to have it all together after everything that's happened to you. But, well, that's why you're here, ain't it? Oh, my bad. You have no idea who the hell I am, do you? I'm Vincent, the one Desmond mentioned. And that kaiju you see floating around the place like a damn specter is mine. His name is Jormungandr. Well, now that you know who we are, who are you? Nice to finally put a name to a face. You look surprised. There are quite a few people who know your face. That whole shit show yesterday was live on nearly every noon station. Granted, the majority of those who watched were probably more interested in the guy with the giant wolf monster walking away from the police standoff, but, I'm sure there were a few who noticed you too. But I digress. Why don't we talk sitting down? I get the sense you have a lot of questions that need answering. So, you found me quite quickly. I'm guessing Desmond told you where to find me, right? Oh, I see. Yeah, sorry you had to go through the runaround just to find me. Suppose I should have mentioned to Desmond that the last shot got shut down. Too many health violations and all that. This place ain't too bad, though, albeit a bit pricey. Definitely worth it, though, don't get me wrong. The music definitely makes the vibes. Oh, sorry about that. I tend to get a bit rambly. Tell me, what exactly do you want to know? Suppose it makes sense you'd want to know about that first. Why is it that you can see kaiju but no one else can? Tell me, that summoner's kaiju hurt you at all? If it left a wound, then that's probably why. The only kind of people who can see and hear kaiju are summoners and those who a kaiju is harmed. Not entirely sure why, but, well, that's how it is. Yeah. See, the reason is usually due to cases similar to yours. Typically, some asshole summoner doing something he shouldn't, most likely to someone they shouldn't be doing it to. Either that, or they wind up getting caught in the middle of a fight between two reckless summoners and wind up as collateral. Regardless of how it happens, however, the aftermath is basically the same. Their entire world gets flipped sideways when they can suddenly start seeing monsters everywhere they go that no one else can. Let me put it to you like this. Best case scenario is people who try to talk about it just get written off as being crazy or a chronic liar. Worst case, you get sent to a psych ward. And believe me, if you weren't crazy going in, you'll be crazy after the fact. All the more reason for you to keep that mouth shut. Trust me, it'll make your life a lot easier. Now, all that being said, kaiju can still make their presence known to the average person. Though I doubt I need to tell you that much, given how many people saw what happened yesterday. Why? Well, that's a bit harder to explain. Wait, actually, I think I can give you a more simplified version. See, the long and short of it is that kaiju live on a separate, metaphysical plane of existence from the rest of us. Basically, their world is layered on top of this one. It's the reason why kaiju are technically able to walk around on our world without being seen or interacting with anything. Just look at Jormungandr and how he's floating through the walls like a damn ghost. And not a single person knows he's there. Except for myself and present company. I know. It's crazy to think about, ain't it? All these movies and shows about kaiju being feral monsters that crawl out of the sea and wreck shit. And in reality, it feels like they're a lot closer to spirits who just want to chill. Well, most of them at least. Where do they come from? That is an interesting question. I'll be sure to let you know when I find out. What? Seriously, I have no idea. Shit, Yor barely does himself. Seriously. As much as I would love to tell you I knew exactly where they come from, I just don't. I can, however, give you a bit of a vague synopsis on what they are. At least little I could get from Yor. To put plainly, kaiju are basically primordial creatures who have existed long before humans did. Some cultures regarded them as guardian spirits, while others worshipped them as deities. What they actually are, however, is, well, that's anyone's guess. Matter of fact, I don't even think the kaiju themselves know where they're from. Then again, they haven't exactly expressed much interest in finding out. No, seriously. The kaiju just don't seem as invested in their own origin as some of us summoners are. What's he doing? Oh, hell, I don't know. People watching? Maybe? That's usually what I just assume he's doing. Yor isn't exactly talkative, so I pretty much have to guess what he's thinking. I mean, sure, why not? Everybody likes to people watch every now and then, and Yor definitely seems intrigued by, well, humans as a whole. Not that I can fault him for it, really. There are some very... Shit, are you okay? Hey, listen to me. You alright? Is it your scar? Hey, easy. Try not to move, alright? How bad is it? Damn. Well, at least you didn't try to bullshit me and just say that you're fine. Just take it easy for a bit. Don't need you keeling over right now. You want to ask me something? What the hell do you think we're here for? We ain't sitting here playing 20 questions for no reason. Go ahead, what do you want to know? Now, why the hell do you want to know how to get a kaiju? Actually, no, don't answer that. I know why. Look, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you now that you have no idea what it is you're asking for. Making a contract with a kaiju is not something to take casually. Look, I know you want to keep yourself safe from getting attacked like that again, but listen, forming a contract with a kaiju is not the same as owning a gun. Once it's done, it's done. What do I mean? Okay, let me see if I can explain this to you. Basically, making a contract with a kaiju is a lot like selling your soul to the devil. No, I'm not joking. And the reason I say it like that is because in order to make a contract with a kaiju, they require your soul in exchange. See, there are many things about kaiju that will forever remain a mystery, but one thing that I can tell you about them firsthand is that they basically run off the human souls that they form contracts with. And that contract only expires when you do. What I mean is that a contract with a kaiju lasts for life. They are with you until the day you die. And when you die, they collect your soul. What they do with it, I have no idea, but all the same, it's very unsettling to think about. Well, happy to hear you're finally asking the right questions. And to answer, no. A kaiju dying first does not do anything to help you. If anything, it might just screw you over more than you dying. When a kaiju dies, it takes part of your soul with them. The reason being is, well, so they can revive themselves. When a kaiju dies, it takes part of your soul with them so they can revive themselves, much like a soul with its ashes. You know your attacker from the other day, when Desmond killed his kaiju? Yes, exactly. It means that part of his soul is now missing. I'm not sure what kind of effects that can have on a person, but I can't imagine it'd be anything good. Yes, now that you see why this is a bad idea. Look, I understand that you're scared, and that you're afraid that this guy might come after you again. But what you're suggesting is not... What? I see. So you know him from before. What? Huh? Oh, shit. I see. Well, I guess he really will try to come after you again. So you're saying he blames you for his sister's death, and that's what that whole shit show was yesterday, right? Well, I understand why you're so terrified, but you're really not gonna let this go, are you? You know, if you're that worried about this guy, you can just let me help you, right? You don't have to do this by yourself. Just let me... Shit. Fine. I'll help you. Yes, really. But only because I've seen that dumbass look 100 times already. That's a look that pretty much says either help me or I'll do it myself. And I'd much rather help you just so you can avoid fumbling around and doing something stupid to get yourself killed. Don't need your death on my conscience. In the meantime, you have a phone on you? Good. I want you to write this number down. It's mine. I am going to go out and find a suitable kaiju for you. Just so you don't wind up accidentally pissing one of them off. And while I'm doing that, you can rest, because that scar clearly isn't all the way healed. Glad you agree. Till then, you and me have been sitting here talking long enough. We might as well order something, right? What's up, Wolfpack? It's WolfZero back with another video, and I am finally happy to get this part 2 of this series out after it feels like I've been working on this script for so long. Currently debating on whether or not I'm going to use special effects for this audio. If you hear anything other than the sound of my voice, I'm guessing I went with special effects. Basically, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get back into cutting back on the special effects simply to save time, and just because I think it would be easier in the long run. So yeah, that's why. I might decide to just add special effects for this series, depending on whether or not I decide to today. But a lot of my other audios, I'm just gonna choose to not put any effects on them at all. But yeah, happy to finally get this audio out. We'll start working on part 3 eventually, most likely tomorrow, and I'll get that out as soon as possible, though it might take a bit longer to get out. So, hoping that goes well. In other news, meant to mention this earlier, but we are very, very close to hitting 2K subscribers, which is just very, very insane to me. Honestly, wasn't expecting to get this far, and doesn't really seem real that there's 2,000 of y'all who are subscribed to me and listening to my audios every single day, who just choose to listen to me talk into a microphone and ramble about weird shit all the time. So I just want to thank y'all for that. Just really thank you to each and every one of you who chose to subscribe and just chose to stay here for as long as you did. As far as what am I going to do for 2K, I'm not at all sure. Maybe I'll do something, maybe I won't. I'm not sure. I'll let y'all know about that. But yeah, until then, thank you all for listening this far into the audio, and I will see y'all in the next one. Later.